Imagine a world where secrets, well, they literally eat you alive, where your past is just this fog, and the only way forward is through a maze of double crosses, ancient enigmas. You know, welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to unpack the most fascinating insights from the sources you bring us. And today, we're doing something a bit different, taking a deep dive into a fictional world, but one that's incredibly intense and complex. We're talking Robert Ludlum's The Bourne Objective by Eric Van Lustbader.
That's right. It's this really action-packed landscape, and our source material today, it's this gripping excerpt that just throws you, bam, right into the heart of a global espionage saga.
Yeah, it's got everything. High-stakes operations, really deeply personal betrayals.
And this relentless hunt for a secret that could, well, reshape the world. It's not just a story. It's like a masterclass in plotting.
Totally. So as we navigate this incredibly dense and thrilling landscape, we'll be asking some big questions, like what are the real hidden connections between Jason Bourne and his adversary, Leonid Arkadin?
And what's this ancient secret that's, right at the heart of this modern power struggle?
And how do things like a mysterious laptop, this strange ring, and even King Solomon's goal, how does it all fit together? It's this electrifying puzzle.
It really is. It reveals so much about deception, about power.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's unpack this. So our journey kicks off in a world that feels like it's perpetually on the edge, right? We drop straight into Bangalore, India with Leonid Arkadin.
Yeah, and the source paints this incredibly visceral picture. It mentions a night descended like a curtain of scuttling insects. Stench of unwashed bodies, human excrement, rotting food, and decomposing bodies. It really sets a scene.
Definitely. And Arkadin, he's this ruthless figure. He's taken over Nikolai Yevsen's arms dealing business, and he's hunting Bourne and also Dmitry Maslov.
It's this picture of total squalor, but also constant danger. You really feel the desperation and ambition colliding there.
And inside his office, he's got this computer programmer, Hassan. He used to work for Yevsen.
Right, Hassan. The book says he lived to work, which is, wow, apparently sleeping only from 1 to 3:30 p.m. just to get more hours in.
That's dedication or obsession, maybe.
Yeah.
And what's he working on?
He's trying to crack this ghost file on a laptop. Belonged to a guy named Marino.
A ghost file. Sounds ominous.
Yeah, it's deeply buried, almost mythical, and it's locked behind this complex math algorithm, a logarithm. Basically, you can't crack it without the right key.
Okay, so Arkadin's got his setup, his guy working on this crucial file. Seems like he's in control.
For about 5 minutes, yeah. Then chaos just erupts. His office gets hit hard. Attackers speaking Russian from Moscow.
Ran Hassan.
Tragically killed. Just cut down by semi-automatic fire. Arkadin himself barely makes it out, smashes through ventilation grills, scrambling like mad, and what follows is this insane car chase.
Right, through a construction pit.
Yeah, scattering vagrants, takes out a pursuing motorcycle. It's just raw survival instinct and ruthlessness on display. Shows how fast things can completely fall apart.
Wow. Okay, so from that raw chaos in Bangalore, the scene shifts drastically.
Yeah, we pivot to Washington, D.C., a different kind of danger, maybe more polished on the surface, but just as brutal, the intelligence world.
And there's a new boss in town.
Harold Danziger. The new DCI comes from NSA, DOD background, and the description, it doesn't pull any punches, calls him a brass-balled son of a bitch.
Okay, so that tells you everything you need to know, pretty much.
Right. Sets the tone immediately. And you notice the security at CI headquarters is way beefed up, lots of military presence. It signals a much more aggressive approach than before.
And Danziger doesn't waste any time making waves.
Not at all. First order of business, fires Soraya Moore and blacklists her.
Why? What's the rationale?
Prejudice, basically.
Yeah.
The text points it out. Egyptian, Muslim, a woman. He questions her loyalty, thinks she's too close to a Munshal tomb, and was unduly influenced by Bourne.
Ouch. So her career's just torched.
Pretty much. She's shocked, feels terminated without extreme prejudice, but certainly with prejudice. She talks to her friend Delia about how impossible it'll be to work in government until now.
It's a stark look at how power works, how careers can be just wiped out by politics.
It's brutal, and Danziger's ruthlessness doesn't stop there. He targets Bourne next.
How so?
He orders this wet work man, Coven, to bring Bourne in, ostensibly for extensive questioning, to pick his brains.
But that's not the real plan, is it?
Nope. The ultimate goal is chilling. Kill Bourne and frame the Russians for it.
Man. So In this world where loyalty means nothing and power is just abused like that,
Yeah.
who can anyone actually trust?
Exactly. It raises that question constantly. And we also see this analyst, Peter Marks, quitting CI because of Danziger's toxic atmosphere.
Interesting. What happens to him?
Well, he gets recruited by Frederick Willard into the resurrected Treadstone program.
Treadstone. Wow. So even within the good guys, there are these hidden agendas, shifting loyalties everywhere.
Absolutely. Layers upon layers.
Which kind of brings us perfectly to the core mystery here. This ancient puzzle connecting rings, laptops, hidden riches.
Yeah, and this is where Moira Trevor comes in. She's a former Black River operative, now running her own firm, Heartland.
Right, and she gets contacted by an attorney, Mr. Binns.
Binns wants her to find a stolen laptop for his client, Jalal Essay.
Does she want the job?
Initially, no, she resists. But Binns plays a trump card. He knows way too much about her past at Black River, knows about its criminal side. He implies the reward is more valuable than money.
Intriguing. So what's so special about this laptop?
Essay himself spills the beans. It holds a hidden file, a key to finding King Solomon's gold.
King Solomon's gold. Seriously?
Seriously. But there's a catch, of course. The file's incomplete. It means a missing section and a specific object, the Dominion ring, to actually work.
So it's not just about the gold, it's about unlocking this ancient legacy.
Precisely. It's about knowledge and access.
And the ring itself. It sounds fascinating.
It is. Described as just a simple gold wedding band, but it's engraved with these weird graphemes.
Graphemes, like symbols.
Yeah, a mix of ancient Sumerian, Latin, and some unknown language.
Okay, how do they figure that out?
Bourne gets help from Professor Liam Giles. He's Chrissy's father, a linguistics expert. Giles deciphers Severus Domna from the ring.
Severus Domna, that sounds important.
Very. And Giles identifies that third mystery language as Ugaritic.
Ugaritic, never heard of it.
It's an extinct proto-language, apparently, but fascinatingly, it links to Greek, Hebrew, and Latin alphabets.
Wow. And does it connect to anything else?
Yes, Giles connects Ugaritic to alchemy, implying this hidden science of transformation, maybe power itself, and to places like the Great Temple of Baal in Syria. That area was the epicenter of the language.
So this isn't just linguistics. It's like deciphering an ancient system of influence tied to this Severus Domna name.
Exactly, which brings us right to the Severus Domna organization itself.
Okay, tell me about them. Sounds shadowy.
Deeply shadowy. It's a secret group operating behind a front called the Munition Club. Looks like a philanthropy group.
Ah, the classic respectable front.
Right. And apparently its original idea was maybe noble, blending East and West, Islam, Christianity, Judaism. But now, Essay describes it chillingly as just focused on grabbing power, influencing world events. He calls it a tyrant fascist, communist, or socialist, basically absolute control, however they can get it.
Shows how ideals can get corrupted, doesn't it?
Totally. And Essay's connection is deep. He used to be a member, but he broke away. Now Halliday, a key figure in the group, hates him.
And his family was involved.
Yeah, the essays were apparently central to Severus Domna thriving back in a place called Tinagir.
Tinagir, okay, file that away. And this Munition Club has HQ in D.C.
Yep. And ancient ties to some Itana family. So this ancient group is deeply woven into modern power structures, operating right under everyone's noses.
It's incredible. All these threads, Bourne, Arkadin, the CIA, this ancient group, they all start to weave together.
And often through the women caught in their orbits. Their stories are crucial.
Let's talk about Tracy Atherton. Bourne's ally, died in his arms in Khartoum. Such a tragic part of his story.
Yeah, but then Marx drops this bombshell revelation. Tracy might have actually been a Treadstone asset.
Working for Willard.
To track Arkadin, yeah. It just throws everything into question again, doesn't it? Whose side was anyone really on?
Absolutely. And Arkadin's feelings for her, complex, doesn't even begin to cover it.
Right. She was the only woman who ever refused him. Yet he apparently used her mercilessly, treated her cruelly, binding her closer. She had this magnetic effect.
Even on someone like Arkadin. Wow. Then there's Holly Marie Moreau.
Another tragic figure, her death in Bali, falling down temple steps. It's a key piece.
She was connected to a lot of people. Perlis, Diego Herrera, Gustavo Moreno.
And she lived this double life, terrified of her uncle, Jalal Essay.
The same Essay who wants the laptop.
Exactly. Bourne eventually realizes Holly's father stole the ring from Essay, and that he, Bourne, was supposed to protect Holly from Essay, a duty he couldn't fulfill.
That adds another layer of guilt for Bourne. Okay, who else? Chrissy?
Tracy's half-sister. She's an Oxford professor, has a daughter, Scarlett. Initially, she's pretty angry about Bourne's aliases, Adam Stone, David Webb. Understandable.
But there's more to her story, too, right? Something about her family.
Yeah, she finds out the secret from her father, Professor Giles, about her brother being born dead. It hints at some deeper family tragedy, maybe even connected to that Dominion inscription on the ring.
The part Giles didn't translate for Bourne initially.
Right. It's a personal mystery woven into the big spy plot.
And Soraya Moore. Even after being fired, she's still in the game.
Very much so. She takes on a mission for Willard tracking Arkadin, posing as an import-exporter.
That sounds incredibly dangerous going after Arkadin.
It is. She struggles with the demeaning aspect of it, but she's driven by that thrill, that precipice of a dangerous mission. She's got serious dedication.
And she's smart, right? How she handles Arkadin.
Incredibly sharp. When he interrogates her, even threatens her friend Antonio, she just calmly tells him he won't sleep if he harms him. Real inner strength there.
Then there's Moira Trevor again, still after that laptop.
Yeah, and she takes a bold step. She deliberately seduces Berengaria Moreno, that's Gustavo's sister, married to Narciso Skydal to get info.
Risky. What does she learn?
She observes Berengaria has this complex mix of strength, but also this underlying fear, especially of Arkadin.
And did she get away clean?
Not exactly. Their encounter turns brutal. Arkadin finds them, severely injures Moira, cuts her knee tendons with a seashell, of all things.
Vicious. Just vicious.
But then Soraya shows up, thinks fast, helps Moira. It highlights the danger, but also these unexpected alliances that form under pressure.
It's all just this relentless dance of power and betrayal, as the source puts it.
That's a perfect description. Look at Willard. He's digging into the munition club, trying to figure out its funding.
Yeah.
Which leads him straight to Jalal essay.
Right. A fatal meeting, as it turns out. Meanwhile, you've got Halliday, this other powerful figure.
From Severus Domna.
Yeah. He's got this secret off-the-reservation deal going with Essay about the Solomons Gold. Turns out Halliday has history with Essay's circle, involving an old man figure, a former blood brother turned bitter enemy.
The past just keeps bubbling up.
Always. And Halliday's downfall is swift. These characters, the twins, Michelle and Mandy, expose him using tapes of his talks with Essay.
So his own scheming brings him down. And Willard.
His end is grim.
Yeah.
Truly grim. Tortured and killed by Essay, forced to ingest castor oil, left stripped in a hotel room wearing a pens.
Oh my God, that's horrific. And Halliday's reaction.
The book notes it's almost ironically detached, like just another Tuesday in this world. It makes you wonder about the level of desensitization.
Seriously. Is anyone safe? Does loyalty mean anything? Well, look at Karpov in Russia. He's purging moles inside FSB-2 brutally.
How brutally.
Shoots one guy point blank, uses another as leverage against a Directorate Chief Takayev. Then he waterboards Takayev in a sink.
In a sink?
Yeah, to teach him the value of allegiance. It's not about inspiring loyalty, it's about enforcing it through sheer terror.
Which forces you to ask, yeah, what is loyalty when it's built on that kind of fear?
A survival mechanism, maybe? We see more killing, too. Diego Herrera gets murdered in the Vesper Club.
By who?
Otavio Moreno. Turns out he's Bourne's half-brother and Alex Conklin's old contact.
Wow. Family ties just keep getting more complicated and deadly.
And Marks, the analyst who quit, identifies Otavio from surveillance footage. It was all a Severus Domna trap set for Bourne.
But something shifts with Marks, right?
Yeah, he starts to see what Bourne's really about, maybe respects his intentions. He ends up warning Bourne about Willard and Severus Domna.
So maybe some alliances can form based on understanding, not just coercion. A small crack of light there.
Maybe, but all these paths, all this violence and betrayal, they're leading somewhere specific.
Tangier, Morocco. You mentioned it earlier.
That's the place. It becomes the focal point. Arkadin and Soraya head there.
And Arkadin uses Soraya.
Yeah, sends her to check out a suspicious figure. It turns out to be Osirov.
Someone from Arkadin's past.
Definitely. Arkadin kills him, fulfilling some old vendetta, tying up another loose end in blood.
And Bourne gets there too.
He does. Guided by a Berber shaman named Tannert.
A shaman. Okay, things are getting mystical.
A little, yeah.
Yeah.
And Tannert gives Bourne this chilling warning. A woman he knows will kill him. She identifies Soraya.
Whoa. That adds some serious tension.
And Tannert knows about Ugaritic. She says Severus Domna originated right there in Tinagir, emphasizing these ancient forces that existed before organized religion.
So it's not just spies and gold anymore. It's older, deeper power.
Exactly. And at the heart of Tinagir is this specific house.
Built by who?
Eider Syphax. He's high up in Severstamna. He designed and built this house specifically to protect Solomon's gold, calls it a sacred place. Also, a Venus flytrap, rigged with motion detectors, C4, a generator. It's a fortress and a death trap.
And both Bourne and Arkadin are heading straight for it, drawn by the gold by Severstamna.
It's the perfect convergence. Ancient secrets, modern ambitions, all colliding in one explosive location.
Which leads us to the climax, right, inside the house.
The final confrontation. Bourne, Arkadin, and Eider Syphax all face off. It's incredibly tense.
And Ordir tries to play them.
Oh yeah, total manipulator. Tries to pit Bourne and Arkadin against each other, reveals their C4 wired to the generator, linked to moving some statue, and he uses his own son, Betis, as leverage.
Desperate move. How does Bourne react?
He plays the long game, as always. Appeals to Arkadin. Points out they're the only two Treadstone graduates left. Maybe they should unite against Severstamna.
Does Arkadin buy it?
He actually disables the generator, surprisingly, but then... stubbornness, or greed, maybe. Bourne warns him to get out, but Arkadin refuses to leave without the laptop in the ring.
And the house explodes.
Big time. Arkadin seemingly goes up with it.
Seemingly. Okay, but then the twist.
The ultimate twist, something that just flips the whole narrative on its head. It's pure Bourne.
It's not just clever, is it? It says something fundamental about how Bourne operates.
Exactly. His real power isn't just fighting, it's deception, manipulation. He's always 3 steps ahead, even ahead of us reading it.
So what's the reveal?
Bourne reveals the laptop found at Moreno's place. The one SA hired Moira to find it was a fake. He planted it there.
No way.
And the Severstamna ring that was found with marks. Also not the real Dominion ring.
So where are the real ones?
The real King Solomon's ring. The one with the missing word Dominion on it. He'd given it to Scarlet, Chrissy's daughter.
To a little girl. For safekeeping.
Hidden in plain sight.
Yeah.
And that ring unlocks the real PDF file on the laptop, which Bourne, of course, still has.
Wow. It makes you think, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
How much of what we think is real is actually just a carefully constructed fake?
It absolutely does. True control isn't always obvious. The most powerful truths can be hidden right there in front of you.
So what does Bourne do with the real laptop and ring?
First, he makes sure Chrissy and Scarlet are safe. Then, in this really profound gesture, he gives the true laptop and the real ring to Oxford University as a gift in Tracy Atherton's name.
Tracy's name, so Chrissy can connect with her sister's legacy.
Exactly. It's protection, it's legacy, it's showing his dedication to the people he cares about, even amidst all the chaos.
Okay, so stepping back from all that, what we've just done is, well, a really deep dive into these incredible layers of deception, ancient secrets, personal vendettas, all woven together.
Yeah, the Bourne Objective isn't just some chase movie plot. It's this profound look at identity, family, the real nature of knowledge and power.
And leaves you with this surprising idea, doesn't it? That even in this world of, super high-tech spying and ancient conspiracies,
the most valuable secrets might just be hidden in plain sight, entrusted to the most unexpected people.
We saw all these characters just grappling with their past, trying to figure out who they really are under all the aliases and betrayals.
And the devastating consequences of ambition run wild. But also that surprising resilience of loyalty, even when it's tested in the most brutal ways. It's a fascinating look at the human cost.
Yeah. And this deep dive, I think it really reveals that true power. Maybe it isn't about controlling information, hoarding it.
Right. Maybe it's more about understanding where information comes from, how it can be used. And sometimes maybe the most powerful thing is letting it go for a greater purpose, like Bourne did.
So here's something to think about. What deeper truths might you uncover if you look beyond the surface of the information you run into every day? And how might understanding that change your own perception of power?